welcome. I'm Shana Recker, an award-winning network marketing professional. I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I'm a girl who just happened to find success in her network marketing business. Today, I'm here to help guide you in your network marketing business and help you get to the top. Today, we're going to talk about your why. Why is that so important? You hear that so often in network marketing, is that you need to have a strong why. And I'm going to share with you today my 3 tips on how to make your why work for you. So starting with that feeling, first of all, you guys know that feeling. You remember that feeling when that first bit of rejection you get, and unless you're brand new in network marketing and you haven't done any asks yet, and you haven't had a no, you won't understand. But most of us who've been in this business totally understand what it feels like to get that piece of rejection. When someone says no to you, or someone cancels, or you get a no thank you, I'm not interested in that, or all the different forms of rejection we seem to get in this business. That is why your why is so important, because your why is going to help you pull through when you have those times that you're feeling that rejection, you're getting that negative feedback from people. And I will say, on a side point, a lot of times that negative feedback, that rejection, is coming from people who don't really understand what network marketing is, or anything about the product that you have to offer. So don't take it personally, and that's a side tip there, is just please don't ever take that rejection personally. So here's a couple tips on how to make your why work for you. So number 1 is feel it. So your why has to be something that's so strong. When you think about it, you can feel it in your core that it's so important to you. So a lot of people will choose, I know for me, my family is a huge piece of my why. I work this business because I want to give them a life that they would not normally have if I had been working my 9-to-5 job that I had before I entered into network marketing. I want to make sure that they have choice, that we have freedom to travel. So it's very important to me, that piece of my life, and that is the why that I have personally for working my business. So it helps me get through those times when I get that rejection, when people say no to me, or they cancel, or they just disappear all in general, which happens. That is when I feel that rejection. I don't ever want to quit my business, because I know what this business is going to do for me and my family. So I'm going to keep going regardless of the rejection. And that's what that feeling needs to be when you're crafting your why. It can't just be because you want a pair of shoes. There's a new pair of shoes at the mall that you saw and they're amazing, and you want to buy them, and that's your why. Because that's not going to be strong enough to be able to pick up the phone and ask somebody to take a look at your opportunity, or take a look at your product or service, especially if you're nervous and you're shy and you don't really know that person very well, and you may get a no. It's not going to be strong enough to help you get through that. So that feeling is super important when you're crafting your why. It has to be something that's really important to you, and that generates a feeling in your core when you think about that reason why you're working this business. Number 2 is to write it down. Once you have that feeling, and once you know what your why is, and you got that, without a doubt, put it to paper. There is such power in putting these things on paper and writing it down. 1, you can refer to it and you can keep it in front of you. I would have it on your desk. You can have it in one of your notebooks that you use. Put it in your day planner. Put it on your fridge if you have to. Keep constant reminders around your house of your why, because you never know where you're going to be when there's going to be that time that you're going to have some rejection, or some feelings of, oh my gosh, this business is hard. I don't know if I want to keep going. And then your why is going to be right there in front of you. If it's your family, have the picture of them on your desk. If it's a vacation that you've been really wanting to take, have a picture of that on your screensaver, your desktop. Know what that is, and write it down. Write all about it, why it's going to keep you going. And by putting that pen to paper, there's some magic that happens there, that it really solidifies, the why, and why it is that you're working this business, and how you're going to get through the tough stuff. The third thing, my third tip for making your why work for you, is to share it. Once you have this why, it's attached to your heartstrings, it's going to make you work through the tough stuff. You've written it down, you've got it solid. Now share it with the people who are important to you. Share it with your family. Share with them why it is that you're doing this business, especially if it involves them. If it's your husband that you want to take this trip to around the world, or to Greece, or whatever, share that with your husband, so that they understand why it is you're working this business, and they can help encourage you when the going gets tough. They can remind you of your why. It's like, remember why you're doing this. I know my husband does that for me often. I'll be like, if I have some rejection going on in my business, or sometimes where I'm feeling doubtful or, not that great, he reminds me, you remember, Shayna, you're doing this because, you want to have these opportunities to travel and be with your kids and stay home with them. And it's kind of like, yeah, that's right. That's why I'm doing this. So I'm not going to let that get me down. I'm going to keep going, and I'm not going to worry so much about that. So when you're sharing that with the people that are important to you, the ones that are going to encourage you, it helps them help you, and it helps you keep going when the going gets tough. So there you have it. Those are my top 3 tips for making your why work for you. You're gonna feel it, you're gonna write it down, and you're gonna share it. This is Shayna Recca from Your Girlfriend's Guide to Network Marketing. I would love to hear your comments on this video. Please comment below and share this. Share it with your friends, share it with your team. You can also go to www.gg2nwm, and if you want to ask me a question that can be answered in an upcoming episode, there's a contact me section in there, and I'd love to hear from you. So that's it. This is it, your episode for today. Again, this is Shayna Recca, keeping it real, keeping it relevant, so you keep going.